Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge More. I just woke up after that last night. Absolutely. I'm upset that we lost the game, of course. Congratulations to Arsenal, of course. There is a lot to talk about the game. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm not here to talk about the game, especially unless you have some questions about the game. But we're here to analyze Arsenal. We analyze, like we talk about a little bit about Inter and also Manchester City and what is going on after Manchester City. You know what I mean? Happened yesterday against Bodo Glimt and the red card for Rodri and everything. And what happened? Just let me get that thing straight. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes right off the bat. And we got new things to tell you. And if you're new, check out okjersey.com. I'm going to show you some stuff that I got that they absolutely are fantastic and brilliant from them. So if you haven't checked them, we'll actually show you through the show. So hit that like button and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section. Just about the game yesterday, I wanted to mention a couple of things. Yesterday, a lot of people are saying that we were not matched for Arsenal, and I thought that the game was kind of 50-50 between the two teams. Actually, Inter could have taken the lead. We had a couple of chances with 2-on-1, and Marcus Thuram fluffed his line. But that is the difference in quality, which is what I keep telling people about. Is that Gabriel Jesus yesterday, when the chance fell his way, he just put the ball in the back of the net, especially for that first goal, that I thought, like, Enrique, that right wing back, is absolutely, he's cooked. But you know the difference between Inter and Arsenal yesterday is that Inter, we have a young coach and the team is not disciplined enough. Arsenal, regardless of what people say about Lewis Kelly, regardless of what people say about Mosquera, young, not young, Eze, Arsenal, and that is why when I did the video this morning, I am talking about the best coach team. And this is something I wanted to speak about. And I'm actually going to try to get you the goal from yesterday, the Gabriel Jesus, to show you an angle of the difference between the discipline between Inter and Arsenal yesterday. Because when the ball was flicked from Eze to Di Marco, we had a player that is 5 yards behind the line. And that is what is unacceptable. Let me just, maybe I'll get that goal actually in front of me. And that is the difference. And people actually, just bear with me, and people actually don't believe me when I tell them that when I watch Arsenal, right, I see a team that is disciplined, very, very disciplined. And big up for us for the first super chat, first donation of this channel. Mo, your watch-alongs are super enjoyable. All the best. Hope you reach 50K soon. We're actually only 700 subs from 50,000 subscribers, like 700 subs. So with your help, we can actually do this. I'm trying to get you that image, right? That image of that first goal to show you the difference between the discipline and the coaching. And that comes from the discipline on the training ground and because people, when we have a young coach, like this is the difference. Inter have Kivu. Christian Kivu is not Mikel Arteta. Christian Kivu probably is like Mikel Arteta when he first joined Arsenal. That's why I'm upset about the loss. But this is a learning curve for Christian Kivu, for the manager. We are not aiming to win the Champions League, to be honest with you. I don't think our team is anywhere near winning the Champions League. The choice was to hire a new manager. The choice was to hire a young manager like Christian Kivu, who doesn't have a lot of experience. And that is what you get from something like, you need to grow with him. This is it. This is the one. And I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you the difference in the discipline. That's the difference in discipline between the two teams. And that is what I wanted to show you guys. It's right here in front of me. And I'm going to just show you. I'm not going to play it for you, but I'm going to just show you. I'm going to show you the difference in discipline between the two teams, actually, because that is the difference between a well-coached team. This is it. This is exactly what it is. And I'm going to show you now what is the difference between both teams. So bear with me. This is the difference. I'm just going to go to 7 and I'm going to do YouTube share. And here we go. This is the one. That's the exact. In this moment, when Eze played, was it Eze played the ball or was it Lewis Kelly? Look at our guy number 11. Look at the guy number 11. The distance between him and the rest of the team. This is coming from the training ground. That's the discipline that we talk about. And that's when we talk about a young manager like a Kivu or a manager without experience like Rosenior. That is very hard to coach if you are still young. And this is when people say that, Mo, you're glazing Arsenal. You know what I mean? You're glazing Arsenal. I'm going to play it again for you guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just, I'm trying to get it again. Because that guy, and that is what I kept saying, the guy is all the game is a bozo. This is it. I'm going to show you again. If we go here, literally, this is exactly where Timber shoots the ball. What is our left back is doing? I stand by this, is more technical. Yesterday, Zielinski is more technical, but you don't know football. If you don't see that Zielinski is more technical than all the Arsenal midfielders that played yesterday, you don't know ball. This is it. People come after the fact and say stuff like this. Zielinski, 31 years old, is more technical on the ball than Moreno, than Eze, than Zubimendi. I stand by you think because Arsenal lost, Inter lost, I'm going to come and change what I say? I don't change what I say, my friend. I am the same guy before the game or after the game. And I thought yesterday, if you watch the game, it could have gone either way. And that set piece, but I got to give credit to Arsenal yesterday because of that set piece that Arsenal scored is actually the difference between the two teams, because we had plenty of corners and we absolutely couldn't actually get it across the line. Like if you watch Inter yesterday, the difference is Inter versus Arsenal yesterday, we didn't have Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and you can tell the difference between Saka delivering a corner and Eze. Arsenal, every corner from Bukayo Saka was dangerous. When we have our corners, normally it's Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and because we didn't have that guy, and I'm not making excuses, it's just you need to actually have a better corner taker. Like yesterday, in terms of like, if I'm not mistaken, corner kicks, we didn't actually use our corners right. But anyway, long story short, I'm just going to say that yesterday, it shows how disciplined Arsenal are, which is what I just showed you on the screen from the two teams. That is the difference. Too many fans don't understand the advanced level of coaching that Arteta brings the Arsenal, his first job, and he took us from out of the mud to the champ. And that is what I keep saying. Like, in comparison yesterday, I understand that Inter had a plan and we got behind Arsenal and we actually had chances to actually go 2-1 up and do all the stuff that has happened that we could have gone to. We could have won the game yesterday. There was not much level in terms of that, but there is the discipline, there is the tactics, and also there is something else that I don't think we could match, which is the physical aspect of the game yesterday. Like even Gabriel Jesus, And by the way, I said that many times, and people said that Gabriel Jesus is a bum. You watch yesterday's game. You watch the difference between a Lautaro Martinez and a Gabriel Jesus. And people, I know that a lot of you guys, right? I know that a lot of you guys say that, oh, Gabriel Jesus is not good enough. Fair enough. But you watch Gabriel Jesus receive the ball outside the 18, be able to turn, get everyone involved in the game, get the people involved in the play. I don't think that Lautaro does this for Inter. He might be a better box striker. You know what I mean? He might be a box striker, but he doesn't do what Gabriel Jesus does on the pitch for Arsenal. That is what I think. And if he puts the ball in the back of the net and Gabriel Jesus is in form, as Mikel Arteta said in the press conference, Arsenal are, I think it's long. I think it's long. And one of the things that I spoke about in a video that I recorded this morning, I'm not sure if people have watched it or not, is if Arsenal strikers start scoring goals and just get the ball rolling and get the runs running, you know what I mean? I actually think it's going to be long for everyone in Europe and in the league. Everyone. The problem is, I know that Gyökeres scored it, so it's a brilliant finish by Gyökeres, but we saw the other side of Gyökeres just a play after when he literally shot it, took a shot that went to the stand to row Z. So if they, Arsenal, get their strikers rolling, it's long. It's long for Europe. It's very long for Europe and very long for everyone, because you cannot tell me that a team went to the San Siro yesterday, rested Gabriel and basically their best two players, Gabriel and Declan Rice, and were able to put in a very decent performance and a very, very competent performance and win at the San Siro 3-1. This is what is crazy. You know what I mean? This is what is nuts, what is crazy. I know that Arsenal conceded chances yesterday, which is, but you're always going to concede chances against Inter, to be honest with you, because of the transition. We had a 2-on-1, we had a 3-on-1, and there is plenty of chances actually for Inter yesterday that I'm going to try to show you the chances when they come in front of me now, because I'm putting the highlights right in front of me. But I need the likes up. We got 250 people here in the house, and we need the likes up a little bit. We need to get to 200 likes live. I don't need to do a poll. Maybe I'll do a poll. Here you go. Hit the like button and vote for Arsenal favorites for UCL. Arsenal not favorites for UCL. Let me know in the poll if you think Arsenal are the favorites, right? Or Arsenal are not the favorites. There is a team that you still think, because if I'm looking at this, I'm not sure if there is any team in Europe that is actually. There is a lot of people that are saying they're not the favorites actually, Ray. A lot of people. That's the chance. Like, I don't understand how this is when people tell me this is another chance in the game. This is another one. And I don't understand how Thuram can miss all of this, you know? This is the one that ended in the goal, to be honest with you. So this is the one that ended in the goal, if I'm not mistaken. So, but he kind of completely fluffed his lines here. And I know that Susic scored a brilliant and a wonderful goal, but that's the one. This the other one that I don't understand how. These are the things that Arsenal don't get a lot in the league. Like, these situations, Arsenal are not in these situations in the league a lot. This chance is supposed to be 2-1 at this stage, but it was Thuram fluffed his line, and that's the quality, you know what I mean? That's the quality, to be honest, the difference in quality between the teams, to be honest with you. But I wanted to discuss something else, and I wanted to discuss another thing as well. How are people still... This is ridiculous, to be honest. This is the one. The guy could have gone to the goal, but he's fucking stupid, this guy. What is his name? Enrique, our right wing back, is absolutely idiotic and stupid. But that's not how we analyze football. That's the difference. That's not how we analyze football. We do not analyze football based on any day. Any day, anybody can win anything. Yesterday, Inter, Thuram could have scored, and we could have been 2-1 up, and we could have won against Arsenal. Bro, that's not how we analyze football. That is not how it works in football. You know what I mean? I don't analyze football matches based on anything can happen. Yeah. Bodo Glimt winning against Man City. Anything can happen in football, but you're not going to tell me that anyone expected Manchester City to lose to Bodo Glimt, which is Manchester City fans. I don't know where they are actually. I'm not sure where are Man City fans actually. The reality. We can do some comments, guys, if you guys want. But we need to get to 200 likes live, so hit that like button. More majority of the people saying Arsenal are favorites, saying it because they don't want. Saying it because they don't want to say, not because they don't think they are favorites. I know a lot of people actually don't want to say it because they are afraid of saying stuff like this. But by the way, the favorites, Liverpool were favorites last season, and at the end they got knocked out by PSG. Us saying Arsenal are favorites is not us giving Arsenal the title. We're not giving Arsenal the Champions League title. The Champions League, it can take one moment. I remember Real Madrid winning the Champions League multiple times, not being the best team in the competition, and they still won it, to be honest with you. I'm just saying, currently, as it stands, I don't think there is any team that is better than Arsenal in the competition. That is just what I think, to be honest with you. In terms of like how Arsenal played yesterday, the only player that I think that was not good yesterday was Eze for Arsenal. I think Mikel Merino was running around. I think Mikel Merino was doing some good stuff on the pitch. I think Zubamendi was fantastic. Lewis Kelly was not actually tested as much. Like, I think he leaves a lot of spaces behind. And if we had Denzel Dumfries and we had like better players on the right side, we could have actually done better on that side, but we didn't. And it's just the difference is like when we actually miss our starters, we don't have as compatible team as the others because of the financial differences between the two teams. You know what I mean? Yeah. I said that. And I think the problem, Miguel, is banter takes away from people's brains, in my opinion. Literally. Like, if you're telling me now, if you want, it's just long story short, Igal, I'm just going to tell you, since this season started, Barella has been awful. His brain is not there. Bastoni has been awful. And Lautaro Martinez has been terrible. Thuram has been terrible. There is a lot of players in our team, Igal, that similar to you last season, some of the players that you had last season, the Champions League final and not winning the league the year before and bottling the league, and Inzaghi leaving the way he left and going to Saudi Arabia before the Champions League final and all this stuff, destroyed the mentality of these people. Barella has been poor since the beginning of the season. Even though we are top of the league, he has been poor. Bastoni has been terrible defensively. He's good going forward. He's the best going forward. But you remember when Arsenal didn't win the league in the 23-24 season, last season, you can feel that there wasn't the same hunger, there wasn't the same energy. And we are facing the same, but because we are good in the league, we play very attacking football in the league, we are top of the league. But it's the mental block of the Inter players that happened after the Champions League final and bottling the league. You can see it in terms of the ability that Thuram yesterday should have scored 2. Lautaro was terrible yesterday. Barella was awful. Bastoni was not focused. And it's not actually how one game and one end of the season can change what you think. Barella has been off since the end of last season, to be honest with you. Since the end of last season, in my opinion. Yeah, I said that plenty of times, and people don't believe me. The Bastoni, is it Aaron's birthday? Happy birthday, Aaron. Is it Aaron's birthday? Happy birthday, Aaron. Happy birthday. Big up, Rosie, for becoming a member and supporting the channel. I appreciate you so much. Big up. Thank you so much, Rosie, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. Big up, Aaron, in the chat to the general of Don Hossam and Footy Judge Mo, of course. Happy birthday, Aaron. But hit that like button, people. If you guys are here, can we get the likes up a little bit? We need to get the likes up. I want to know what you guys think in the chat as well, actually. We need 100 likes at least. There's 250 people here. But The thing about it is that I actually think now, I'm very convinced that Arsenal will now win the Premier League. I can't say that they're going to win the Champions League. You watched City yesterday, and you have that feeling that, bro, it's not as good as people think. Like City yesterday, is this the team that is going to chase Arsenal? I doubt it. I doubt it, actually, that this is the team that will chase Arsenal. Actually, in the league, this is a team that I don't trust to even win against Wolves. To be honest with you, I just don't. Actually, I actually don't. I actually don't have. I can't here sit here and tell you that Man City will be able to chase Arsenal to the title. I know that you say that football is a funny game, and I don't like this, Kingsley. To be honest with you, I don't analyze football like this ever. And I don't like people that keep saying that things can happen and football is a funny game and anything can happen in football. It can happen, yes, Kingsley. And let me explain this to you. It can happen. But in the same time, you cannot actually make your predictions based on anything happen. That's betting. That's you betting on the small odds, hoping that you would win and you'd be rich. But I'm not betting here. I'm giving my predictions based on the givens, based on the circumstances that I see in front of me. If I look at this Arsenal team, right, and I'm like, it's hope then. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Kingsley. It is hope. Because you're a Chelsea fan, you're hoping that this can happen. You know what I mean? That this can happen. I know you're a Chelsea fan. You're hoping that Arsenal don't win the league, so your life is not hell. But I can't do that because this is not how we predict football, to be honest with you. Arsenal have built something that is so structurally well. And Thierry Henry said it. He said that by hooks or by crooks, it doesn't matter. We asked Arteta, that's what he said. We asked Arteta to build something, and we stuck to Arteta. And you can say set pieces, you can say open play, you can say this and that. But the reality is Arsenal are top of the Champions League with 7 games, conceding only 2 goals, guys. The next team after them is, I'm going to check it now. Like the next team after them, defensively though, what is this? It's not this. I need the Champions League. The next team after this conceded 6 goals, which is Atalanta, in 6 games only. Arsenal conceded 2 goals, haven't played Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, and Inter, and Copenhagen. And for the people to actually like think about this from the perspective of, this is a team that is not like winning 1-0. Arsenal still scored the second most goals in the Champions League. It's fucking weird. If you talk about this, it's weird. It's genuinely weird. You know what I mean? Like even Liverpool last season, if I'm not mistaken, let me check Liverpool last season. They were flawless in the Champions League, of course. But again, Liverpool conceded 5 goals still and only scored 17 goals. Currently, as it stands, Arsenal scored 20 goals and conceded 2 goals. So having played Bayern Munich and having played, I'm checking actually the teams that Arsenal played actually, because I need to check the here you go. What are the stupid teams? Teams, and I'm checking Arsenal fixtures so I can get all of them correct. You know, Arsenal have played Athletic Bilbao away. Okay, that's away from home, a Spanish team. I've played Olympiacos at home. I've played Atletico Madrid. I've played Slavia Braga, which is not it's not an easy place to go, Slavia Braga, right? I know that they aren't winning games and stuff like this. They haven't won a game, but that is a hostile. At least you'll concede a goal. And then they play Bayern Munich, Club Brugge, and Inter, and they conceded 2 freaking goals and scored fucking 20. Then I'm supposed to sit here and say because Arsenal fucking didn't win the Champions League before, they will win it. And because City won a treble, they are more favorites. And because Chelsea won the Champions League back in 2012, Chelsea are more, or 2021 as well, Chelsea are more favorites than Arsenal. That's not true. That is not how football works. You know what I mean? right? That's not how football work, you know? So oh, so it's not how football work. We cannot analyze football like this. I can't sit here and lie and just and say that, oh my God, how is the team that is top of the and also, by the way, there is something else. When people ask me, so why are you saying that Arsenal are favorites to win the Champions League? Slavia Prague is not a hard team. I didn't say it's a hard team. It's a hard place to go, right? To play at Czech Republic, right? At least you'll concede a goal. I'm not saying that Arsenal would lose, but they will concede a goal, right? You'll concede a goal at least. So they haven't scored a lot of goals, Slavia Prague, but that's not the game that I'm. So who can stop Arsenal? That's what I want to know from everyone. Who do you think can actually stop Arsenal in the competition? There is PSG. Also, Arsenal will get something that in every single game, Arsenal will play the second leg at home, which gives them advantage. Remember, when they lost to PSG last season, they played the second leg. They played the second leg at PSG. Isn't that what happened last season for Arsenal in the Champions League, right? Because if you look at the Champions League last season, I think Arsenal played the second leg. We're going to talk about City. If I'm not sure if City fans are even out there. We got Lion Kings, MCFC, and we got the City fans here as well. They fail to realize this is not the same City from 3 years ago, and this is not the same Arsenal from 3 years ago. Living today. Come on, you guys. Yeah, like we're going to analyze today. We're not going to analyze the days before. That's what I wanted to say to people yesterday. And I'm like, stop. I know that you as an Arsenal fan, some of the Arsenal fans, I know because they have the PTSD. But I don't have the PTSD. Like, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I don't care. You clearly saw that yesterday that I'm not an Arsenal fan. So anybody that tells you that I'm an Arsenal fan, put the fries in the because you watched the watch along yesterday, and definitely I'm not the Arsenal fan yesterday. I fucking hated on them yesterday. To be honest with you, there's 300 people in the house. So let's get the likes up a little bit, guys. Yeah, 100%, Russell. I completely agree with you. Like, people want to live in the yesterday. They don't want to live in today. You know what I mean? They don't want to live in today. Pep trying to buy the league, Gay and Semenyo. He's not going to win the league. He's not going to win the league. He ain't. And I'm actually going to show you something about what he said. It looks dark for City, actually. And I'm just going to, let me show you what I mean by that. Can we get the likes up a little bit, you know? I'm going to show you a clip about what Pep said as well. And I think it's transmitting. I think Pep is admitting defeat, actually. I genuinely believe that he's admitting defeat in the league, and he's admitting defeat, which is something that you don't want to see, to be honest with you. You don't want to see him admitting defeat. But it is what it is, you know? Like, I think he's given the league, he's given up on the league, and he's not going to give us there is not going to be let me just listen to this, you guys. Let me listen to this. Would you hit that like button? I want to get to 200 likes live. If that is the target, let's listen to Pep Guardiola talk, actually, in the press conference yesterday after the game about let's listen to this. This is it's not this, it's this one. Just hold on.
2025 is not good. So the results in 2025 is not good. So in terms of the Premier League and now today, but move forward for days, for Wolves and after Galatasaray to try to see what happened to you. It was an incredible opportunity for us, but yeah, everything is the feeling that is going wrong, is going, against in many details, and that is a fact, and you have to try to change it, but the players are there and we try.
The results
he's actually, this is part of the talk sport. Like, he looks defeated. I'm gonna say this. He looks so defeated. This is broken. He's broken. He's done. I'm not sure if he has the energy in him to do anything. He's finished. I think, I'm not sure if he's going to stay more. And if you're a City fan, it's actually crazy. I don't know who's talking about bottling in the chat actually, but I'm looking at this and I'm looking to analyze Manchester City. I don't want him to it's not that. I think it's transmitting to the players, and I'm completely honest with you. It is transmitting to the players that energy. Like normally coaches, they need to lie. They need to maybe criticize the performance, maybe say what went wrong in the game, but he looks broken. Like I've seen Mourinho in losses. I've seen Mourinho in inter-loss games. I've seen other coaches I've seen Pep when he lost games before, by the way. I've seen Pep when he lost games. It's not the first time that Pep loses games. But the reality is, I am looking at him and I'm like seeing the players see these press conferences. These press conferences go to the papers and their friends tell them. You know what I mean? And I'm actually thinking that you analyze, you say we go forward. I think this message is, when I watched the press conference, I felt, I don't know. To answer you, I actually don't know. That's what I see in front of me. But by the way, I believe that managers in press conferences actually, they're probably more composed than how they are in the dressing room. See, I actually think so, yes. I genuinely, so if you're asking me my opinion, my friend, I think actually you're more composed in the press conference than in the dressing room, actually. Because there is a lot of people, there is the media, blah, blah, blah. With your players, you're more comfortable doing your emotions, to be honest with you. You can go to France, south of France. You can go to Egypt, Sharm el-Sheikh, best. Just wait a couple of months and go to Sharm el-Sheikh. It's fantastic. So that is what I think, to be honest. And if you don't believe me, this is what I think as in the Man City. But I hope that Man City will be a little bit galvanized with Mark Gahey coming into the team. A little bit galvanized with Mark Gahey coming in, because I believe he provides more, like the experience, the composure on the ball, the composure even on the pitch as a captain of Crystal Palace and someone that is an England international. I think Mark Gahey might be able to galvanize the team, but I think the problem is not defensively for Manchester City. I think the problem is offensively for Man City, to be honest with you. It's offensively. It is how Manchester City play, like how Manchester City is not score goals, how the forwards are not scoring goals. And you hope that Semenyo and Doku and Haaland and Shirky will be able to score a lot of goals. You know what I mean? But it's not happening for them. And it's not only Gahey. Gahey might be able to give you leadership, but I don't think the problem is defensively at Man City. I think the problem is not even personnel at Man City in terms of the defense and the midfield. I think the problem is the tactics of Pep Guardiola, which is, he is someone that has a lot of principles and he has a lot of things that he likes to do his way and he doesn't want to get away from them. And I'm someone that believes in adaptability and someone that needs to adapt, someone that needs to actually change based on the players they have. So I'm looking at Pep Guardiola and you need to change the way you play. I don't think he's getting anywhere with this, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if it's Pep Linders. A lot of Liverpool fans are telling me this, that it's Pep Linders tactics and stuff like this. But you cannot tell me that Man City cannot score goals with Haaland, Semenyo, Shirky, Foden in the team. And by the way, even Reinders, who is a goal-scoring midfielders, right? Don't tell me, no, I don't believe it's Pep. I don't believe it's Pep deputy. That's yesterday's game and the games that Man City drew stream Pep Guardiola's tactics. They do stream Pep Guardiola's tactics. He did, Mo, hasn't he changed the way he played? He did change in the middle of the season and then he went back to the same way he plays. Actually, my question to you is for everyone in the chat actually, is do you believe that Pep Guardiola, that the next season, Man City will be back. Do you believe that? I'm not sure. But by the way, I wanted to show you something, guys, that I received actually from OK Jersey. I'm not sure if you guys would like windbreakers. I'm going to show you some stuff that I received. Actually, this one, if you haven't checked, I just received them yesterday, actually. This one, I received this thing from OK Jersey. That's a windbreaker, top quality. If you want to check that, this is for Chelsea as well. This is like for Italy. I received this one for Italy. If you guys haven't checked OK Jersey, I received this. This one is phenomenal. If you're an Arsenal fan, give me a second. Let me show you. Wait. Yes. This one is one of the things I received yesterday. This is the jacket is freaking phenomenal. So go and check them out. No, the Chelsea one is great actually. It's right here. This is the one I received for Chelsea. It's a training kit. It's actually phenomenal by Chelsea. If you haven't checked them out, go and give them a. It's okjersey.com. Go. There's a lot of stuff, and also the pants are fantastic. Actually, the Arsenal pants are fantastic. Go and check them out, and don't forget to use the code George. And we gotta actually. You can buy it yourself, Soraida. You can buy it yourself. It's not that expensive, Soraida. It's not that expensive, actually. You can buy them yourself, Soraida. There's guys, there's 350 people here. Yeah, shit. They don't send to Malaysia. Damn. I don't know how to send it to Malaysia. Can we get, I want to get to 200 likes live, people. If you guys are here for the first time, or when you guys are here, I don't know why you're not liking the video. So can we get the likes up a little bit? We need to get the likes up a little bit. City will be back if Pep is not at the helm. That is actually ridiculous for you to say this. You really believe that? You really believe that Pep has to leave? Ashir is saying Pep in the sense last season is on 56 win percentage. His career average 73. He's washed more. People are saying he's washed. I am not bothered. My worries would start if we are still bad with Gehi and Diaz when he comes back. But I don't think your problem is offensively. Man, thank you for being here. You're the one who... But I think the problem is offensively. Your forwards are not delivering goals. The forwards are not scoring the goals. The defensive... And also, do you think he's going to play a high line with Gehi and Semenyo? With Gehi and Diaz when Diaz is back? Do you think the high line would work? Like, apart from Exeter, which is you scored 10, you scored 1 against Brighton, you scored 2 against Newcastle, you scored nothing against, you scored 1 against Bodo Glimt, you didn't score against Sunderland, scored 1 against Chelsea. I think the forwards are not delivering, and I think it's about the high line. And I wanted to, there is something that is right here in front of me, that I had it right here in front of me, that basically what it says is, it's right here in front of me that it is said that since Rodri, it is right here actually, since Rodri came back, Manchester City have, you were playing and it wasn't working, right? Was it working all the time? Was it working all the time? That's what I wanted to ask. Is it working all the time? Right? Was it working all the time, that high line? Manchester City won 8 straight games before Rodri's return from injury. Since he came back, they have drawn 3 in a row, lost to Manchester United, are now losing to Bodo Glimt after he was sent off. That is, I'm not sure if it, I'm not saying it's Rodri's fault, but what I'm saying is, if I look at this Manchester City team with Rodri, I think Pep Guardiola is falling a victim of having Rodri on the team. Literally, that's what I believe is happening. I want you guys to hear this, actually, what is being said here by probably Mark Grella. Like, listen to this.
They will go, when you score past them, they will go, We're going to get shouted at. Oh, I hope somebody else can do it. This is a team that's a bunch of serial winners. Last year, they got away with it because we said, oh, they've won so much over the course of time, they're allowed a down year. If this carries on for 2 years, to Gwela's point, does Pep need to go? Do the players need to go?
But just very quickly, like Rodri, right? He's getting a pass. He's getting a pass because he's Rodri. You can't. There's no passes. It's not about what you did last season, last 2 seasons. You have to perform every game to the top level. I mean, he was poor.
He was sent off as well, wasn't he? On top of all that, on top of all the woes.
This is one of the things that people don't like. If I'm watching yesterday's game and I'm watching how Man City played and Rodri can pass the ball plenty of times. Like Rodri can pass 1,000 passes every game. The problem is if Pep Guardiola is leaving him on an island, if Pep Guardiola is leaving the guy on an island, what can he do? Better than the 2 kids at the back. I think we missed Gonzalez a lot. Nico Gonzalez. Do you think Pep Guardiola is going to play Nico Gonzalez next to Rodri? I'm not sure if Pep Guardiola has ever done this in his life, actually. Still, like, Rodri completed 58 passes before he got sent off, which is a lot of passes, actually. You know? Is Man City going to be able to chase? I'm not sure if Man City, like, what is the target this season? I think what will galvanize Man City, I think that will, if Man City wants to be back, I think the Carabao Cup is a must, in my opinion. It's a must. Like, Man City must win the Carabao Cup. They must actually, regardless of who reaches the final, Arsenal or Chelsea, which most likely it will be Arsenal. Manchester City must win the final against whoever is going to play. Whoever is going to play, they must win the final. I don't think there is anything like other than this. Rodri coming back has made Pep go back to position. I said that yesterday, which only Rodri and Foden know how to play, which is, I said that yesterday. He went back to try to kill the opposition by 1,000 passes, but it doesn't work. The Wolves game is huge, but I think it's the Carabao Cup. Like, if you win the Wolves game, what happens then? Do you go and win the league, you think? I don't think so. I don't think Newcastle, people are saying that Newcastle will come back. I don't think Newcastle are going to come back, to be honest with you. Like, there is no way that Newcastle are coming back away from home with 2-0, to be honest. Can we get the likes up a little bit, guys? I need the likes up a little bit. I need to get to 200 likes, as I said before. So hit that like button, people. Yani, how are we having over 300 people and we're only on 150 likes? Come on now, support the channel. Do you think Zubimendi is on the same level as Rodri before his injury? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he is on that same level as Rodri. Rodri, before the injury, is not only was very good defensively, was not good on the ball in the first third. Rodri was ridiculous even in the final third. He was ridiculous in the final third. The league is not over. You really believe that? Yeah, how? How you're watching Arsenal and you're watching Chelsea and saying the league is not over on paper? Yeah, because we cannot hand the trophy in February or January. Really? 16 games. Do you think Man City are capable of doing a 10-game winning streak? Really? You think? You sit down and you think that the league is not over. Based on what then? 7 points behind? How? How are we sitting here? Like, and do you think Man City will win 10 games? Do you think, like, who do you have? I told you. I genuinely believe that maybe it will, the gap, even if the gap, I think at the end of the season, the gap will be bigger than 7 points, unless the league is won by a country mile and Arsenal have a Champions League and they focus on it. I think the league will be over by like three games before the season ends. So I'm not sure if I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, Man City plays Spurs away, they play Liverpool away, play Fulham at home, you play Leeds away, you play Newcastle at home. And then after this, it's not that hard. West Ham away is easy, Forest home is easy, Palace home is easy. And then you play Arsenal. I don't think that, I'm not sure if you have it in you, to be honest with you. Arsenal are not doing anything special to give up. So Arsenal are not doing anything special. They aren't. right? But Arsenal are on course to do exactly what everyone did. This is season by season comparison after 22 games. Arsenal 50 points, Liverpool 51 points, Liverpool 51 points, Arsenal 53 points, Manchester City 50. Arsenal are doing exactly what they are supposed to do, which is LB came here on the channel and kept telling me that, say that you are wrong, but I'm not wrong. City, currently as it stands, apart from the Bodo Glimt, you are doing what I expect. You're 7 points behind Arsenal. You know what I mean? Right? He's 7 points behind Arsenal, but which is what I expected from City. I don't think Man City are the same level as Arsenal, to be honest with you. I just don't. I think you're a level or two behind them. That's what I think, to be honest with you. So for me, I'm looking at this and I'm City, you're good, but come on. Now you are, I don't think you are that good to actually go and win the league. No way that you think that the league is not over. If you win the league, to be honest, it will be by a miracle. If Man City win the league, it will be by a miracle. Because that means that City have to gain 7 points on Arsenal and Arsenal have to lose 7 points on City. Right? I don't think anybody thinks other than you, my man, chicken wing, that you think that Arsenal or that City will win the league, in my opinion. City are especially, I don't. City fans sound like they are in the same city from they aren't. And the thing about is that I'm good. You know what? The thing about Manchester City fans is I think Man City fans still hope that Manchester City, I'm not saying you give up, you definitely don't give up, but you have to admit that 90% the league is for Arsenal. Like, of course, the league is not over. Who knows what is going to happen between now and the end of the season? But you speak sometimes, you speak sometimes as you truly believe that it's still, oh my God, we still can go and win the league. Yeah, you can try your best, but you have to rely on Arsenal being shit and drop so many points and you being fantastic. You know what I mean? And you being, you have to be flawless from now until the end of the season, and Arsenal have to actually not be good. Like, do you think City will win 14 out of 16 games? Just 14. That by itself will require Arsenal to drop points in 5 games out of the 16 games you play so you can win the league. And I don't think that is happening. I don't think that is happening. Because you're looking at the league now. And also, when are you going to admit this Arsenal team is just better than this City team? Better coached than the City team? They have better mentality than the City team currently as it stands. You know, like Arsenal dropped points in 7 games, in 22 games. Like, when are going to people admit, right, that they just are better? They are a better equipped team to win than Manchester City today. Manchester City need to, you gotta go, as Aaron said, you gotta go to Anfield and win. They're just more fortunate. What do you mean fortunate? This is the narrative. What does that even mean? Can you elaborate? Fortunate. How are they fortunate? They had injuries as well for the whole season. Saliba and Gabriel were both out for some times. Saka was out. Odegaard was out. How are they fortunate? What does that mean? What do you mean by fortunate? Lucky? More fortunate than City? Oh, it's crazy, actually. That we're saying. You're saying that Arsenal are top because they're fortunate. That's just, to be honest, that's hate for the sake of hate. There's not even an argument, to be honest with you. It's not even a fair argument at all. It's not even a fair argument. Like, why can people why be a good sport? Like, it is what it is. Just admit that you are not on board with them. Just Like when they said that they lost the league in 22-23 because their squad is not deep because Rob Holding, they didn't say that City was shit. They said that their team was bad and City were good enough to go on a run and actually win the Premier League. Why can't you be a good sport? It's like, it's actually crazy. As Mama Floss here is saying, like, does that mean that City were fortunate when they won the league before? Is that how it is? That's actually crazy that you're thinking like this. Because they're 30 lakhs away from 200. And I said before that you don't have the get out of jail cards, City. And that is a problem. It's the get out of, not the get, it's not Messi. But Kevin De Bruyne he's the big factor in why City came back and won a lot of games. It's how much I admire this guy. And I think he's one of the best players to ever play in the Premier League. To be, you know what I mean? No, they aren't fortunate, but we just tend to win the league in more spectacular fashion. Like when you got 91 points over Arsenal, was that spectacular? Before that, you were, very good, to be honest with you. Like if you watch the 22-23, you get, so in 22-23, you got 89 points. So are you telling me if Arsenal get 89 points, are you willing to admit that they are better? You know what I mean? Before that, you got 93 points. Before that, you got 86 points. Is that more fashionable? You get in 86 points and Manchester United were the chaser? Is that like what? I don't know why people like to take credit. Like people like to take credit from Liverpool last season's league title, saying that there was no competition. So should we take? So City won the league against an Arsenal team that was the first time in years to challenge. Had Rob Holding as backup. When Thomas Partey was not there, they had Jorginho that was from Chelsea at that time. They had Eddie Nketiah as the backup striker. Is that so? We can all play that game, and everyone can play that game. So that City team that came back and chased Arsenal that had all these points in 22-23. Okay, that Arsenal team was basically beyond their starting 11. They were shit. Eddie Nketiah is shit. Rob Holding is shit. Who's the right back after Ben White? Wasn't it Cedric fucking Suarez? Like if I go to Arsenal team and I go to the squad, and how can I get Arsenal squad 22-23? Arsenal squad 22-23. It's like, there you go. Buy position. We can do the buy position thing and actually Arsenal team accept buy position. 22-23. Aaron Ramsdale, Matt Turner, Saliba Magalhaes, Kivior came in January, Rob Holding, Zinchenko, Kieran Tierney, Ben White, Tomiyasu injured all season. Cedric Suarez was the backup right back. Thomas Partey and Jorginho, Granit Xhaka, Inneni. They had a player called Bradley Ibrahim. Sambi Lokonga, I remember Sambi Lokonga was there. Right? Emil Smith-Rowe injured. Fabio Vieira. Martinelli, Trossard, Reece Nelson. Are we saying that the City team that won against that team is not good? So, like, it's just crazy for me to sit down and actually, people sometimes do, like, everyone can find flaws in everyone's win. And they have won nothing. And so this is, but no one has said that they won anything. Have I said they won anything? I haven't said they won anything. You're the one who's saying that City win. Okay, I got it. Is it more fashionable to win against that shit Arsenal team? Or is it more fashionable and better to win against the greatest manager of all time, the Ballon d'Or winner, the best striker out there, the Phil Foden player of the season, the best goalkeeper in the world? What is more fashionable to you? What is more fashionable? City winning the league title against that shit Arsenal team that has won nothing, based on what you're saying, or Arsenal winning the league this season against Pep Guardiola. By the way, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Or them winning the league against the reigning champions Liverpool with Arne Slot, the Manchester City with Erling Haaland, the Manchester City that bought Semenyo and Gehi, the Man City that has Rodri back, the Man City that has Shirky, the Man City that bought Reinders. Which one is more fashionable? Genuinely, which one did? If I'm telling you, I'm winning the league against. Okay, if I win the league against Barcelona's Messi, is it better, or I win the league against the dead Barcelona team when Messi left and they had nobody, basically? Which one is more fashionable to you? No, but it's people like, okay, but people like to take context out of it, out of football. People like to take context out of it. You know what I mean? They like to take. It's definitely that if you win against the strongest team. We didn't win against Arsenal. We capitalized on Liverpool and Arsenal failing. No, you won against Arsenal. Arsenal created a false narrative because they came second. Is that the year, the 22-23 year? Is that the 22-23 year? The 22-23 season? Yeah, that one is. Yeah, fair enough. But Mo, can we have a serious conversation about the Prem wingers in 2018? Hazard, Sterling, Son, Sanchez, Mahrez. Yeah, but by the way, that's not only the Premier League. It's not the Premier League. The level in the world in wingers fell down magnificently. If we have Gakpo starting for Liverpool, like with all the Vinny Jr., yeah, there is Kvaratskhelia, there is Osman Dembele, there is Desiree Doué, but these people are, the amount of good wingers that the world had back then was different than now. It's just high. It's so different than now, to be honest with you. The quality difference is ridiculous, to be honest. So, Gakpo, Manda, he's saying to Doku, Gakpo, Saka, look at the quality. The quality difference in the world, anyway, is just different. Even Diaz is not up to the level. Even Diaz is not up to the level of Mahrez. He's not. He's not up to the level of Mahrez, Firmino, Mane, Salah. He's not, like, with all due respect, Diaz is not up to that level. Yeah, he's not up to that level, to be honest with you. Guys, I need the likes up a little. We're 20 likes away. Money was different class, to be honest with you. That City, but again, that City team that played yesterday generally should have beat Bodo Glimt with Enrico Lewis, broski. He's a nothing player. Like, he does nothing on the pitch. Enrico Lewis, nothing. And I don't know why Pep renewed his contract and they gave him a contract, and I just don't understand. He does nothing on the pitch, Enrico Lewis. And every time I'm watching the guy, I'm like, you do nothing. You just pass the ball around. You do nothing special. You're not up to the quality of the rest of the team. Like, even Reinders got some qualities about him. You know what I mean? Enrico Lewis, nothing. Literally, just like I feel bad for some City fans that, like, having to watch Enrico Lewis there. Like, to be honest with you, if you watch the Arsenal bench versus City's second team, Mikel Merino is a freaking rat. But yeah, that's different. We only gave him a 1-year extension to protect his value because he rejected an offer from Forest. So is he leaving though? Is he leaving, Enrico Lewis? I'm not sure if he is leaving. Is he leaving? His contract, when is his contract? And he's 21 now, you know? Bro, he has a contract expires in 2030. He has a contract. His contract expires in 2030. So come on now. His contract expires in 2030. Oh yeah, I'm in the Moreno hate now. He's a bozo, bro. He's a fucking rat. He's a rat, Moreno. He's one of them rats that actually kick around and do stuff like this. He's just a rat, Moreno. Genuinely, I believe so. Can we, guys? I need the 10 more likes, and also how many? 10 more likes, people. If you guys are here, 10 more likes. It's very important that we get the likes up. You got 10 more likes. More, he kicks around because he's so slow and he cannot make a good tackle. Generally, how I felt yesterday. Generally, how I felt yesterday. Big up Chicken Wing. If Arsenal's still 7 points ahead after we play Spurs and Liverpool, then that's the problem. Anything higher than 7, then I give up. So, okay. I hear your point. I hear your point, to be honest with you. Like, if so in the next games, Chicken Wing, Arsenal play United, Leeds away, and then they play Sunderland at home. These are 3 tough games, you know. Chicken Wing, I'm with you here. In the next 3 games, you play Wolves at home, Spurs, and Liverpool away. Kind of tough as well. Like I don't know which way it's gonna swing, to be honest with you. I don't know which way it's gonna swing, to be honest. I just don't know, to be honest with you. Big up, guys, for the donation and the support of the channel. Love these solo shows and love the donations and the supports from the people. Appreciate you guys. Support for the channel, as always. Always great. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Comparing legendary City in their prime with an Arsenal team that will be in their prime for another 4 years, better don't let us win this year. I'm going to tell you something about this. I love this comment. It's a fantastic comment, because yesterday we had this argument yesterday, and I wanted to actually get this argument yesterday, right? I'm going to give you something. A lot of people hold this Arsenal team to standards of, if this is 22-23 City, where they came from a back-to-back seasons, they were going for the treble, they had the best manager in the world, they had Rodri, the best DM in the world, they had Erling Haaland at that time scoring abundance of goals. This is something, I like this. This comment is spot on. Yesterday, we had this conversation about Arsenal should have done better. Arsenal should be better than City. Arsenal should be doing much, much better than this. Arsenal should be like 15,000 points ahead of Manchester City. Right? You know what I mean? And I'm like, so where is the standards coming from? This is not, like, people act like it's 2004 and Arsenal just won Invincible, right? And now it's 2005. So we're holding Arsenal 2026 team to the 2014. But that's not how it fucking works. That's not how it works. Like, Arsenal haven't even won the league yet in 22 years. Yet people want Arsenal to run away with it and be 15,000 points ahead of Manchester City. People complain, even if Arsenal are top of the Champions League, and people fucking complain. And I'm like, I just can't get my head around this. With one performance, and you are one performance, and people are like losing their fucking head. You know what I mean? Like, they're losing their fucking head. And I'm like, just 7 points ahead, right? City are on 43 points. You are on 50 points after 22 games, right? And I think I did the math, right? 50, you are 50 points divided by 22 times 38. You are on course to get 87 points, having played the tough games behind you, right? The tough games behind you. So Arsenal might end the season on 90 points, right? And people want Arsenal to have this year. You just don't rate them. You don't rate them because you think that football is played one way. I actually watch Arsenal, and I'm telling you now, this is the best coach team in the world. Currently in the world. And I explained this in my video. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. I explained this in my video. There is no better coach team in the world than Arsenal. And the reason why is because Pep Guardiola has one way of playing. Vincent Company has one way of playing. Hansi Flick has one way of playing. Real Madrid don't have even a way of playing. You watch Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is probably, arguably, better than Arteta. He is better than Arteta, but Luis Enrique's way of playing as well is the same. Arsenal is the only team, and I literally explained this yesterday. I literally explained this yesterday. Arsenal in the league, and let's actually say that Arsenal in the Premier League this season, okay? Arsenal average ball position is 58.5%, right? In the Champions League, Arsenal average ball position is 52.5%. So yet Arsenal are top of the Premier League and top of the Champions League as well. And I said something on the video, and people are going to hate what I'm about to say. And you're going to think, oh my God, Mo is glazing Arsenal. But hear me out here. This Arsenal team reminds me of the treble winners, our treble Inter. Our treble Inter looked exactly kind of the same as Arsenal now. Exactly the same. But we had Diego Milito actually performing. And I said that, let me just tell you. The reason why, right? The reason why I'm saying that, Inter in the 29, in 09-10, were so dominant in the league in Serie A that we kind of dominated the league. Yeah, we won the league not by amazing. This is not a glaze. And I hate the word glaze. And if you're going to be on my chat, listen, I respect you as a viewer. You're always here. But if you're going to use the word glaze, at least use it the right way. If I say something that is not justified, like, for example, if I say a statement that this cup of coffee is the best in the world, and I do not explain, you can say I'm glazing. The word glaze is over complimenting someone with stuff that are not true. But let me explain to you what I mean by what I said, that this reminds you of the Inter treble team. Inter treble team were so dominant in Serie A because you had the best players in that league, and we were so dominant in Serie A and we won a lot of games, right? But in the Europe, in the Champions League, we didn't go to every game trying to dominate the opposition and dominate position and actually be on the front foot and everything. Arsenal, against Bayern Munich at home, adapted to how Bayern Munich played, but still won 3-1. Yesterday, Arsenal found a way to win against Inter, right? Set piece, they pressed sometimes, they defended sometimes, they played a high line sometimes, they played low block sometimes, they changed. Against Atletico Madrid, they changed their style of play. They go away to Copenhagen, they play different style, or I can't remember the whole team. This team, Arsenal, in the Champions League are very adaptable. Very adaptable. In the league, they are dominant. They go to every game, they play against low blocks, they dominate position, they dominate the ball, they have the most touches in the opposition's box, blah, 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 all this stuff. This is how Inter played in 2009, 2010. Dominant in the league, very adaptable in the Champions League. Very adaptable in the Champions League. This is why it reminds me that Pep Guardiola has one style of play. The only time Pep Guardiola won the Champions League with Man City is when he changed a little bit his style of play. If you remember, like he wasn't playing the same exact brand of football in the year that he won the treble, right? And if people want to say I'm glazing, you can say whatever shit you want, but I mean everything I say. I truly believe what I say, and I explained it. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you can actually go and like check it. Like you can actually go and see if I said it's correct or not correct. That's what I believe it's correct. I genuinely believed what I said is how I see it. You know what I mean? Those teams actually won trebles, but what you fail to understand, that you don't win the treble until you win the treble. So Man City didn't know that they're going to win the treble. The Man City didn't know and they're going to win the treble until they won the treble. So we analyzed Arsenal. We analyzed Manchester City, right? We analyzed, something is We analyzed Manchester City during the treble season before they won the league or the treble or the cup. And if I'm not mistaken, at that time, Manchester City didn't win the Carabao Cup, if I'm not mistaken. You didn't. You lost the Carabao Cup. So you lost, actually. I'm not sure. You can go. By the way, I don't like this comment from you. It's not nice. I expect better from you, genuinely. You are someone with brains, so I'm expecting better from you. This is dead banter. Not nice. It's not good banter at all. You can go and watch my watch along yesterday, and people in the chat can tell you if I was supporting Arsenal yesterday. You can actually check. You can go and watch my watch along. Guys, by the way, as I mentioned before, he hasn't watched the watch along, He hasn't watched the watch along. He didn't watch the watch along for real. You need to watch the watch along, But just go back to what I said about this Arsenal versus like the treble team. This is what I remember. Like I hate this, that I need to defend myself all the time when people are saying stuff like, oh my God, why are you trying to banter? I don't get it. Anyway, it is what it is. Guys, there's over 400 people here. I need to get to the likes too. We need to get to 300. Can we get to 300 likes live? 300 likes live. Right? 300 likes live. We are 80 likes away from 70 likes away from 300. Bro. Anyway, it is what it is. So that is what I think about this Arsenal team. Like, just to respond to the comment again. What do you mean? How come I fall for this? The problem is, it's not like a lot of people keep saying this shit. People yesterday is like, oh, Mo is gonna celebrate Arsenal goals, and then they came to the watch along and they're like, fuck me, this guy really hates anyone that plays Inter. To be honest with you, I said something on the watch along yesterday that I'm like, I got so annoyed by Moreno that I think there was a duel, an aerial duel. And I was like, Turam, can you fucking hit the guy in the back of the head with your elbow or something? I'm like, this is how much I was raging. Right? I was raging at Mikel Merino yesterday. You know what I mean? That I wanted Turam to hit him on the head. Like just hit him with an elbow. To be honest with you, I was so fucking annoyed with Moreno yesterday that I was like, fuck me, bro. I'm like, he was so annoying. You know what? I'm gonna rank people. Number one rat, in my opinion, in the league is Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes. Third rat is, without a shadow of a doubt, Marc Cucurella is the third rat. I believe that Mikel Merino is the rat now. Promoting elbows, yes, I was. That's when I watch. Listen, I want to tell you something, my man. When I watch Bruno Fernandes, when I watch my team, don't come to me with like morals and be fair and stuff like that. I'm not fucking fair. I'm not gonna have any morals. This is just I'm watching Inter. Bruno Guimaraes without Joe Linton. Joe Linton is not a rat. Joe Linton is just violent. I believe that. Like, don't come to me with like any it's war. Like, I'm watching my team. It's fucking war. I can be a little bit calm after the game, but during the game, don't come to me and tell me, oh, be fair, Mo. I'm not fucking fair. And I'm not going to be fucking fair. I'm going to be biased. I'm going to be a hater. I'm going to be the biggest hater on earth. Bro, just don't. By the way, in football, when I play football, it's exactly the same. People used to hate me. You know what I mean? People used to hate me. when I play in a team now that I used to play against, and I joined their team like 2 years ago, and they said, we used to hate you, but we met you outside the pitch. And because we went to Las Vegas together for a tournament, I joined their team. And they're like, you're very nice outside the pitch. On the pitch, we cannot fucking stand you. We wanted to kill you on the pitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like this. On the pitch, I'm annoying as fuck. I'm more calm now. Getting older, I'm way more calm. Right? Way more calm. Now I play center mid. Anywhere in center mid, defensive mid or an 8, it doesn't matter. Like center mid, somewhere there. You know what I mean? Somewhere there. Big up everyone. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Actually, again, we need the likes up a little bit. I'm way more mature now. You don't understand. Way more mature now than before. Like, it's not even comparable. I used to be an absolute shithouse on the pitch. Used to call me the king of dark arts. I used to stamp on ankles, and I used to like kick in the back of the foot, and I used to be pushing corner. I used to be that guy. I used to be so annoying on the pitch, and people used to hate playing me. But I always maintained one thing. I always had very good relation with all the referees in the league. Always had very good relation with all the referees in the league. So I used to get away with murder on the pitch, pushes and cussing. And the trash talk used to be the thing. Like, I trash talk and people to get them out of the game and to get them to like kick me and to get a red card and stuff like this. Like, by the way, probably similar to Kukurea. Probably similar. You want to know what Kukurea does? Similar to what Kukurea does, to be honest with you. So that is what I used to do, to be honest with you, in the pitch. And Mikel Merino, the difference is Mikel Merino is the guy. No, I was on the pitch. I wasn't that guy at all. I was so fucking annoying. You don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to let you go now. We're going to go to the football terrace. Hit that like button. 50 more likes to get to 300. Can we get to 300 before you end? This is going to end in 2 minutes. Hit that like button, people. I'm going to see you on the football terrace with Terry and Hussam. I will see you guys there. I will see you guys tonight, later today. Appreciate you so much for this. I'm going to see you there. Hit that like button, guys, before you go. And we're out of here, people. Like the video. Like the video before you go, though. Like the damn video before you go. Hit that like button before you go, people. 50 more. And also check out OK Jersey. I showed you the stuff. If you're new here, I showed you the jackets. I showed you the Arsenal jacket. Check them out, actually. Go to check them out. Chelsea stuff as well. There's a Man City shirt. I'm getting more stuff. It is this, the Chelsea stuff. So big up. Hit that like button before you go. And I'll see you guys on the terrace.